We just did the project over at the Kansas Bureau of Investigation, and then this is a continuation of improvements that we're making. My name is Ed McKechnie. I'm a Special Assistant President for Federal Affairs. A couple of announcements. I want to call out Kathleen Flannery, our leader in university advancement. Hi, Kathleen. Thanks for being here. Doug Ball, our CFO. Susan Bond, our provost, is there. There you are, Susan. Thank you for being here. I know Carl Stuma was out recruiting students, so you may see him out working hard. Ram Gupta, our Associate Vice President for Research and Innovation, and Jim Johnson, our Executive Vice President for External Engagement. Pittsburgh State has had a successful year in the Congress, finding funds to make our university stronger and better and help us fulfill our open motto of by doing, learn. Today we're going to focus on the new money to renovate, equip, and launch a cybersecurity lab that will give Pitt State students the tools they need to apply safe and secure technology practices in their careers and take note of the funds to strengthen our research enterprise at the Tyler Research Center. As Dr. Newsom said yesterday, we hope this is the first of many announcements bringing our science facilities to meet state-of-the-industry expectations here at the university. I first call on Dr. Chris Childers to walk us through our cybersecurity goals. Dr. Childers.
Thank you, Ed, and thank you everybody for coming today. This is an exciting event because this cybersecurity initiative is an essential component of how Pittsburgh State University is expanding its presence in computer science and cybersecurity. It's hard to believe this, but our computer science program here at PSU is only 3 years old. And in that brief time, we have greatly exceeded our enrollment projections, which shows the demand for this degree. We now have over 90 students in the program, and we anticipate more to come. The next step for us is to build our capabilities in cybersecurity. Both nationally and in Kansas, the threats to computer and IT networks are growing. And in Kansas, we face significant challenges in this area. That means that Kansas needs a talented workforce that can meet the challenges that we face. Our program here at PSU will train students for careers in this vital field. And in a major step for the Kansas Board of Regents universities, PSU is cooperating with Emporia State University to deliver coordinated cybersecurity curriculum to train the next generation of computer science and cybersecurity professionals. We are also collaborating with the Kansas Bureau of Investigation and other partners to build internship opportunities and industry connections to provide students with the hands-on learning experiences that PSU always delivers to our students. We have plans for a state-of-the-art cybersecurity lab for our program to grow and plans to equip it with the resources necessary to simulate the real-world conditions that our students will face once they become professionals in the field. We also need additional faculty and staff resources to teach these students, to recruit talented high school students, and to provide outreach to our region. Congressman Schmidt, thank you for your ongoing support of our efforts to serve students and meet the workforce needs of Kansas and our country. Your support for this initiative is vital. It is vital for our future success. It's vital for what we want to accomplish in this facility, and we're truly grateful for your advocacy for us and for our faculty, staff, and students. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Childers, for your leadership and for helping us tell such an important story about where Pittsburgh State University is headed. It's an interesting day to be on campus, and I say this and really mean it. I said it earlier. It's a great day to be in Pittsburgh, Kansas. It's a great day to be at Pittsburgh State University. Dr. Childers was just telling me about all of the yellow school buses you see on campus today. I think we've got between 800 and 900 students in the Math Olympics. Math relays. Okay, you want to get that correct. And I was asking Dr. Childers, he just was rushed from KBI to that to here. To do this, and I asked him how it was going. He said it was great. He says he's always amazed at the question he asks to the big group when they're all together is how many of the teachers in the room were part of the math relays when they were students, And he says most, if not all of them, raise their hands. So, yeah. So it's just important to come full circle with that in terms of what this project is going to do for our university, what it's going to do for Southeast Kansas in terms of guiding the future of young people who want to be in STEM professions, who want to be teachers to teach people to get them into STEM professions. And just a great day to be on our campus. So, Congressman Smith, welcome back. In your first term in Congress, you've already proven to be a strong advocate for our university, and we sincerely are grateful for your continued support and partnership. Today is about more than an announcement, it's about momentum. There are 3 areas Congressman Schmidt has helped support for our university, specifically in their cybersecurity, graphene, and commercialization. These are not isolated investments. They align directly with our strategic plan, which is rooted in a simple but powerful idea. Wherever Pittsburg State intersects with students, a business, or a community, we should add value. That is our responsibility and our opportunity. These investments strengthen our College of Arts and Sciences and expand the impact of our research enterprise at the Tyler Research Center and here at Heckert Wells and Yates on campus. They allow us to build programs that are responsive to real needs, like protecting critical infrastructure through cybersecurity, advancing material sciences, or helping ideas move from the lab into the marketplace. And just as importantly, they create opportunities for our students to learn in state-of-the-industry environments, engage directly with industry partners, and graduate with the experience and confidence to contribute immediately to their fields. When we get right to it, I believe we are putting the money and the resources into grow programs, peoples, and communities. In fact, these efforts are part of a broader goal to grow our enrollment by 700 students over the next 5 years. This is not for the sake of numbers, but because each additional student represents a life changed and a future strengthened for Southeast Kansas. This is the kind of work that only happens through partnerships, and Congressman Smith, your support in helping make this happen would not be possible without it. Congressman Smith and I have, fortunately, at least for me, become, I think, friends. And I value the time I spend with him in Washington, D.C., but I even more value the time that he is here in Pittsburg, Kansas, whether it be at events when we're making amazing announcements about the future of our institution, or just sitting with him and watching the Gorillas win a football game. So I can tell you this, Congressman Schmidt is dedicated to the people of Kansas. He is dedicated to the future of Kansas being supportive of the United States of America. And I can't tell you how pleased I am and fortunate I am to call Congressman Schmidt a friend of myself, but a friend of all Kansans and a friend of Pittsburg State University. So with that, Congressman Derek Schmidt.
Well, thank you, Dr. Newsom. That was very kind. You are always welcome in our very small office in Washington. And thank you for coming out today, and thanks for the great partnership that we've been able to develop in a short time between our office and Pittsburg State University, and obviously the region and Eastern Kansas, the 2nd Congressional District. Pitt State's, of course, not new to me. I'm a Southeast Kansan. My wife used to teach here. We love the university, love the region, and understand what a critical driver it is for this region's future, economically, certainly, but also in terms of the next generation of our kids, in terms of the economic opportunity for our kids to stay in the region and raise their children here and have these types of discussions 20, 30 years down the road about what the next step is for this university, for our region, and for our state. So we're glad to do our part on our watch. Very, very pleased to be a part of that. And with that, it was a great joy this year to be able to work with the leadership team at Pitt State on the 3 projects that President Newsom outlined and to direct a little over $5 million in federal investment for those projects, including about $2.1 million for the new Cybersecurity Center that I wanted to say a few words about today. I had the privilege of serving as Attorney General for Kansas for 12 years. We worked very closely with law enforcement around the state. We also worked very closely with national security professionals in and outside of our state, dealing with cyber threats to our citizens and to our critical infrastructure. We live in a world where the threats are real. And unlike generations before us, the threats may be generated from a criminal call house in South Asia that's trying to rip off seniors in their living rooms in Kansas, or maybe they're not in their living rooms. They might just have their phone out wherever they may be. We live in a world where our national adversaries are able to reach into our homes, into our water plants, our power plants, our other critical infrastructure, our businesses. And it is neither a secret nor a surprise that the Iranians, the North Koreans, the Russians, the Chinese, and many others have the ability from halfway around the world to do mischief right here in Kansas and right here at home. And we live in a world where many of us, myself included, grew up in a generation where none of this was the norm. And I still have trouble logging onto my cell phone in the morning and making sure I gotta have a whole team of people that help me be sure I can get in just to answer my emails and make my calls. And I only slightly kid about that. Our vulnerabilities are extraordinary because of the ability at global reach of our adversaries, and because we have so much learning to do here at home. And that's why it's so critical that Pitt State and other partners, I'm especially grateful for the partnership with Emporia State, which I also represent, step into the void and step up to fill it as best we possibly can. So, I'm looking forward to coming back to Pitt State when this center is realized, when it is more than a project that's envisioned and started, but when it is a facility that is teaching the next generation of young people, of young Kansans, how they in turn will be those who protect us in law enforcement, in national security positions, in corporate positions, all over our state and our country. The demand is going to be extraordinary. So this is leading edge, and I suspect this is the beginning, not the culmination of where we're headed in all of this. The other projects are very important as well. Certainly sensitive materials, and new materials, very important to our economic progress and to our ability to commercialize and develop the production for new ideas, new technologies, new tools, new machines, new industries right here in our region. Pitt State is a driver for all of that. That's the bottom line. We get it. And I'm grateful that the Pitt State leadership gets it. Pitt State is not about Pittsburgh. Pitt State is about Kansas and our region, and especially about the Southeast Kansas that we all know and love. I want to thank you for these partnerships. I'm looking forward to continuing down this road, looking forward to being able to meet some of the students that this center will produce and some of the businesses, law enforcement professionals, and national security professionals whose demands they will satisfy. Thank you very much.